Yes, abusiamfo enen so ya sign up abiem said ye ne da bia no RAZ Media GH. I'm say ye ho a check akra se maso camera na me ankasa me tie ni mu na ye ni mu di nkomo a check akra e no kre na mo amonim ese se wumfuo edooso a ye ni nyina enti yemfuo ene edooso ene nti aye se monta anye dan enhu ye nda bia na ye ho pa ye tie kire a ye bo adwuma ye hwede ekonyina at the right time no near the abetum near Baba Chegana for say yes. John Dramani Mahama and his people are out of how we call it. They are out of their mind. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They don't know actually what is about management of economy. We ntimi see a kwan se bia sabio de ye it say Ghanaians have a sounded mind. I know every Ghanaian knows what is good and what is bad. That is the main aim. I am so am I to aso the bia ye bo modern se kakra ye betumi e de abremono ye de ebremo. Abusiawa ba be se o senya ntobo ase na trase. Share video no na like. Now make your fingers ready. Said the be at the right time no. Ubetumi ama o comment ya wankasa ope. Ubetumi atwere ye. And me personally, I have sat down to answer John Mahama's 5 questions on the buyer with his own words. 5 questions John Dramani Mahama Edebetu just say Odema Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia. Research, you see, technology doesn't forget. The media does never and ever forget. Enti ne wo kan seminar dwene se wo kan fa wo ho di kura fara sa masa oboa do be kan ne bia no ye de beto ho na at the right time ye de abra semnu ya semu wo na wo kai enti based on research and some little bit of knowledge be ne records ni memory bia ye won't know. Sa questions na John Dramani Mahama de abeku abontre say His Excellency the Vice President should answer them no. Mahama no ankasa de nanum aseme ba bayi ne ho ano. Ene na ewia masan so a kire wo se we Ghana ni ba na 7 December obekwa kodi line mo akoto aba miwia ye wadwene ye pa because sa papa na yefa ne John Mahama o se ope Ghana konwa na di no onsem fata so obedi Ghana konwa John Mahama mfanta adentia oye tribal first of all oye discriminator oye disrespectful oye arrogant and third oye incompetent yemfa ne se nka wo sa character we nyina mpa na nka oye competent dia kebetumi adan akayani angusu say well we need somebody serious to manage this economy. So if the person is disrespectful, arrogant, what them call disrespectful and all these things, dishonest, now or competent to do the good job now, Ghana for Kotrabonten to about the man and say Omra Mayana, we could have allowed him to go. But after all this bad character, the man is also incompetent because he cannot understand until we are said we are second papa no ntiasie papa no ntiasie how the world economy of today is moving. John Dramani Mahama is a confused and a drunkard candidate because the ekosu abruchire abusia Your agenda be your 2030 agenda. Mutie bi yo. Agenda na ewo ho a the whole world no den march towards no. Your 2030 agenda. Sa 2030 agenda no. People have started thinking about 2030. Nipa dasani ni kwansa odo nsa ye adwumadene. Tie me biem. The agenda 2030 uti computer na phone mobile phone kita wo ne sisi a wo ne make asa wutie me ya wo de atwere Google research engine num agenda 2030 na hwede be piaba. The world of today is planning to move ahead from the manual physical energy work to a digital world. But Mahama is playing fool and stupid to fool Ghanaians because he knows. Say me ameti hai. Matumi who said there is an agenda for the 2030 agenda. A global agenda to change the life of people in the world. Ebaya ne say no aka kire me say nipa bi say John Mahama wadi president pen onim sa asema American. It is not possible, which means he said Mahama is playing fool to fool you Ghanaians. John Dramani Mahama is playing fool to fool you Ghanaians. Because some na papa na kan me dwene ho amenti ase say a former president who has been on the throne before. Papa, one of the people, the world most powerful people, he's part of it. I don't know which number that he prays. But to be a word your mind subiano, you are one of the powerful people in the world. It is a Mahama can't say what we call Agenda 2030. Na ya me say bibi ha ne ti. Na ya me say papa no nsa no wanom to the point say kora ntumi nkan hwe. Na ya me say papa no nyama sese no power drunk, power, desperation for power no. Aman ayi neroni na e woni tim kakra no. Wa hye o de nsa hye ni nyina. Mahama is out there fooling because he want to fool you and vote for him in power. Power no painting o jim ne ho na wodi ne jimi na gina so ajimu mo because ensam na Mahama guso a all catch them mo Ghana man mo ho no e ya brochire ha ya nka ya tu nkosua bon wo stage. Sansem phone nsem na nyansa ni etre ni nine enima furo nima Mahama de tiga na ho de ye campaign no say abrochire ha na o de sansem no ye campaign a nka ya tu nkosua aboro no e wo stage. It make no sense. There is no sense in what he's saying. Niama papa weka wo a wo so tie me wo so ye ndisi ni wo ye MPP ni wo ye CPP ni we are Nyankopon fa ne kransie. Any party that you belong to, me say, Nyansa Sembe na Mahama kanchiro since when he started his campaign. Eya brochira enkebetu kosua abrono ewo stage because ensem na o kanchira mo Ghana ho no. It is an insult to human intelligence. Ghana foi. We are saying economy. We are saying economy. That primitive campaign message, But na de bento anese kan ne daresen ni kurukuru. Ekoma amanfo se monje nkoto aba no atwem. Brana sabio na abato eba bedu ana ya tom agu tipa track. Na yade akọ nkurase na akọche de ama nkurase for na omo ato aba no atwem because the most remote place in the country of our country, our motherland no babie wo achiri babie hye wuram babie aka akora nko ho no ko ho mo ye mobile money wo ho tie me biem the most remote place in our motherland. Akurase tentene pa ba bi ehọ de wo se ha de uduru ha waduru ya anom no ehọ no ena me no kase ukọ a ejusu mobile phone ho ye mobile money wo ho enkura na omuti kuro na omunim what is internet enkura na omu akura na asin they know what is Facebook, they know what is TikTok, they know what is Instagram, they know what is Google engine, research engine. And today, Ghana near Wutie, the campaign of today and the election of 2024 7 December. No, Enyen Nkwasiakeka, anima, I'm fooling you for you to fool and follow me. Mama ya maya ni na hono obi ni fooling ni nkwasiasem ebe maya ye nkwasiafo akoto abama no na wabekire ye nyansa asem ye nkwasiafo memenye kwasia. Tiemiyo dia papa ne ye no enkwasiasem a John Mahama ne nam Ghana o ka no me I can never believe say ono na ye ono no ne mind eda ne tim. The campaign messages are even esre esin comedian John Dramani Mahama running Wagana Maimuhono. Me a meti hai mean Jin need that say that is the mentality of John Dramani Mahama. But the Amiji didn't say he is fooling himself to fool you guys. Now to Abamano. And say mo koto abane mani wia e ho no be kire mo say mo ye nkwasiafo munni mu nyansa. Because Ebayem said, a former president of a country, ebe tumi akwa akojina sabio and crying for any no can't say, mo hear anything about digital, mo hear anything about development, mo hear anything about civilization, mo hear any infrastructure. Mumu ihia ka kwai mu ihia hwe na de ihia mu nyina ne kenke dokono enchinam ene shito. I don't and I would not believe say John Mahama's mentality our person from Ghana my so no way. But what I believe in say or ye ne ho kwasea no de agimi wo ama wakoto nkwase aba no de abekire unyansa. Maka me say the agenda 2030 no it is a train no it is a train. The agenda 2030 is a global agenda. It is a train obia Opa your president, Opa your vice president, Opa your minister of state, Opa your secretary of any big organization in the world. Train duru hwana umeduru ya train to jaw. That is the agenda 2030. Agenda 2030 train to aekono. Either you join or you left behind. Ghana for. Do you want to left behind again till the year now? The third industrial revolution, third one, no. How muja ye chi o mo ko ye no. Sa na pese enye ne bi mana. Abusianfo minnuanom Ghanafo. Ya tra Ghana man we mu. Eye no, ye nananom before this land was called Ghana no. Na ye maamenom ne ye nananom na omote ho. They have been in this land for a long time. Sansem na Mahama kan and then omo ye from 19 kwajo ho. Emapemene en sisaye ben abo abrabo. Sa ye na president mu a otumi ka kire Ghana ni se ono no okoje bosia ba Ghana man mu se oba be sada aye savannah region accelerated development or the okoye nkoko because na onam kromu a ohun se amanfo e de confirm nam enum bie enintima ono okofa asasi katwitwiri die ne se yemfa nkoye confirm. This is back in 2015-14. The man that you are talking about, the man in question, has no sense. Onimu nyansa in terms of governance. The Bible say, abain equity conducive environment for the citizens to create job, employment, and moreover. And the fact is a man for no more, or win confirm no be no. And no chese o sa ban, on time or mine si can fan command crowphobia so among finding confirm. O yare, bibi hauti, what bodam, what in a yajuma. And then what's on the abano? That is what this man has brought to you again. Me, I was expecting saying after 8 years in opposition. When all sort of researches around the globe. When you as a former statesman, what two different part of the globe. I was expecting John Dramani Mahama to come out with the kind of ideas, brains, initiatives and kayen do organa my Buddha. Papa no koye koni na mu koye ne travel ne na asifo nyina ba ya. Nsem na oka ni 2012. Nsem na JJ Rwanda nseka ni 1992 no. Nsem ani e ka ni 19 kwajo ho mu. Wala tuwarasa. Operation Feed Yourself. Sam kwasi asem na John Dramani Mahama guso kan 21st century. Sister Coach Mwakwaba, Ellen Tete Mwakwaba, Benjamin Mwakwaba, Usu Emmanuel Mwakwaba. Sam kwasi asem na yakani wo 100 of years ago antumi ansesa ye shebre ama na ye ho kyere ye na sabio kyere watimpo ye kra edi fira ma no ne de bagana no. Say Jimmy Sam na papa na asen akosesa na o kan kyere mu na moto na mo bom nsam. This is Mr. Mafo. I always tell you, we are we have a lot of things to do. Adrena da yetim no. When you are so powerful, and adrena song to do all what you want to do. And this also you're gonna nina who you so dear na. John Mahama will make you use your brain for him. When the Muslim some and this for us boy some Muslim dem Jimmy ya kanya answer amonti. And this for boys more Muslim support to NDC no. Muntie nyansa, listen to wisdom. Niyama egu nipa so asase so no. Singly nipa ba ko wo se ugina ye no. Untumi nyemani untimi nyesa nyemani nyina mani ye. So those who are wise, you know what they do? They will use their brain to make sure say una also ye Jimmy for unimu nyansa and this ye china udi nkwasi aba na woto no. Yebama wo use adwene e de amayen because we want to do a lot. We want to have a lot. But enam say ye possibility na kita ye ne ya adwene na kita ye ne eswa na ye nko aye ntumi mfa ye nim de ne ya adwene nye de wo se ye nti no. We will use our brain to bring your own brain to ours so that you do what we want to do. No. It is also ye this ni. Na nsema ye kan 19 kwajo ho 70 90 auto 40 circles decades and yan can say yeah hundreds and hundreds of years ago no ye antumi amfe ankosi aga no se no ambom na wo say you want to stay meanwhile understand say there is something wrong with your mindset. You are mad, you don't reason, because the world is changing every day, every night. Things are moving forward. Samuel Badu Amponsa, me Mate all kind of why Mate, but sometimes some things get angry. Sister Coach, Mr. Monshe video no mame. Every day, every night, every time, if we are saying a day, it's a son. And say we are saying a son once is sabi. Now also dear. You will not go anywhere. You can't say, won't to me yet the why the bia. Now we expect a different resource. And the wire up to now, if you want a benefit, if you want something to change in your life, you must do something different. And in some Mahama Kano. Yeah, from 19 up to now, and now I don't say Jane cry a crabby the free. I'm an honor the bow of my Ghana. And Tiane Yankopa boy and Papa be a friend and Dr. Alhaji Mahama Baumia on your politician. TME. The man is technocrat. He's not a politician. Now say, I'm coming to do something that will change this country for us. Now what he was say, ubedi dokono, ubedi nchinam, and numbom na yes something that you want to do. Abusia, Ghanaians, me kanyankupo no hata soro say, se Ghana for mo to Abama jo Mahama, me meshe dem wa bompaye say, nyankupo ma ho chire wo wiase e bi si da wo man bia mo entinsi mo so. Because adwene ni nyadwuma. Adwene ni nyadwuma, you know why? Ahochile wo Ghana nyina se wunima, the sources of it come from the NDC. NDC for na Ghana konyaso for very long time. NDC for under J.J. Rawlings. They had a quite number of years to rule this country. Every initiative the basis of a country, the pillars of a country. No, now say sankwasiafo we na say nkomunye sa adwuma no. Omoye, omoanye. Adentia. They have a military background. They are not intellectuals. They don't read a lot of books. Omonom, omoshe, omudidi, no omuwema. That is what they do. And yet, doesn't it sound good to you as a Ghanaian? Say, even a common national ID card, yenyano after 67 good years as a nation, and the entry be interested or one or do anim no money adwene. Go to Cote d'Ivoire, go to Niger, ko Niger na country Niger for so in Niger ni. Memma bruchire ko Niger na ko ka kire Niger for say wo ye Niger ni. Go to Cote d'Ivoire na ka kire so ye Ivorian o kata dinte e wo hefa enti mona modia musi Jimmy adokromo eyezu eyeza nkwase akeka nko ana wura mutima ye kanya nsasem a musi muntie no wodia monkoto nkwase aba. Say na nado na oti akonwa so abra saa wo global crisis we ba ya nka Ghana ya ton mo bia agene chefa. Nka ya ton amo bia agene chefa. Check your records. Nene Wu John Dramani Mahama Darega Mahama. After Ghana for Omanya ye friend Ghana, ama obibia ope we are say nobody has benefited from Ghana than this man. You can come out praying and insult pastors, abosomfo, stakeholders, organizations, ahemfofo, president and the vice president who John Dramani Mahama who Timbe General did you on them. For what reason? For a political power. John Mahama can in Kwasia Fona Guabontana, they are doing campaign on tribal. This man is a man of danger. Sapman way or dangerous to the democracy that we have in our country. Amaya Hodo and Tokwesi Sihono, Rwanda, Sierra Leone. Give me more other countries. And Tokwesi Sihono. If you go deeper, the basis of their war always starts with tribal issues. The sister coach somewhere. If you go to around all the countries in Africa, about 85% of them is because of tribal issues. And to be also be kunyadi. Now your message, a tribal bigotry message on your campaign platform. What kind of leadership do you want to bring? What kind of effective governance do you want to bring? What kind of unifying? What kind of peaceful mandate, mind, and people do you want to have in your country? Whilst you are preaching tribal bigotry. We are more the frontliners of the NDC. We are more, I don't care. Mundi munyansa, more Jimmy. You only care about your pocket. Dear mubedi, sika mubenya wia. Dear modebeko akoto, edi akochema. Kakrabia mubenya edi atoto fiwa bruchide. Ene na modwene ho. Now you know what makes me happy? I'm very happy, sir. The international community has restricted visas on all of you. Kwasiafo, do the wrong thing. Abushanfo, we're breaking news. The international community, or more restricted visas on all the frontliners in our political arena. Yeah, mo bia visa. Enti NDC for with the monkoso na munim kwasiasem. Na se ekoto abano. Na ntokwasia. You will be the first people to die. You are not running to anywhere. Moke kan kwasiasem na muni message. Dokuno shito jene krokro mpabwa Jimmy Kekana Mokekana Muse Ghanaians are not buying into your foolishness. Na mo shase, na mo de threaten, na mo de ntokwa, ene ebekum nipa, ene ebe wo obi sekan, ene ebetwa amanfo ti. The international community am making press statement to say omo didi amanyoku ahodo anim Ghana no ye ma obia visa e ma ne mfro man no enti se mo pa bonto aso na munyimi asem ni sia we the communicators me meti abontere me ma wo ha me ma me wo ho betebe ya me ma me wo ho me wo wianom so wo ho but mo so far as yes season of visa no asem no sia you guys will be the first people to pay. You cannot run. Enti se Mahama no so de opa onkoso no nye ne foolishness no onkoso no nye ni Jimmy Keka no na onkoso no nye onka nkwasiafo no ngum na omonkoye tribal bigotry. Say Samira eye Fulani ni, so she don't deserve to be the first lady. Now mo NDC for from your head to your toe. Yemfa mo frag better. And may see the last stupid man at the corner. Why ne betim de ho atu Samira Bawumia? Mumu why ene betum de ho atu Samira Bawumia? What is a country? Ghana Merano. How do you acquire Ghanaian citizenship? Oh, Mumu Bino Mokasati said, ye wo mo fa baby a yen to mean come on ye. Mumu Bino, especially the NDC communicators. Mokasa, to say the Sabio ye wo mo efa baby a mean to me manonka. A Jimmy for what does the law says to become a citizen of Ghana? The constitution itself, how does it recognize any human being as a Ghanaian? Phobia member, me upon you, more quaba. Or what to say? My sister coach, these guys sometimes they deserve. The constitution itself, what make the constitution knows if this person is a Ghanaian or no Ghanaian? Jimmy, you don't read. Modie, Yankee Kangum, Yanye Dede, Yankoso, unnecessary trouble, unnecessary violence, unnecessary case, unnecessary chaotic situation. And I'm modern. Na yan kran no nko who Jimmy Sama Agwambaben aiding Ghana Parliament. Adia papa panini Agwambaben na wadi mfie be se aduosia a wokọ aduoson papa asabi oba bia fudwere papa asabi osabi wo na nawanom a omunyina omote oman Ghana mu Jimmy nti udi nkwasiafo Sam George ne atofo asia kromfo udi omo achi na who protect you to be stupid in the parliament. Huh? And the NDC for no there. I from head to toe. And kwasi asem nko a say dun katia bie na no mu kasa wan hia waboni tuo. Kwasi ampanyi Sami Jamfi, a lawyer, a young guy, I was saying ka patriotic to your country. Okwatra TV so no dear police for atem, no dear soldier for atem, no the high Supreme Court judges atem. Fifi ko ete ko bie na no a no didi mpanfo atitire fo atem wo man Mahama so ko bie na no ene de drukard nko a o kan Yesu omoji so yeza Jimmy nko a. Why? And are we part of the 2030 agenda, or we are part of the primitive jungle style of life? You know? And then huh? Mobedi or mind Ghana so even single address system one to me and yet. Common address system the minimal thing as a citizen say o se wunya na yet to me dia develop o man no one to me anye. Common ID card muji hu sika chiche die one to me anye. What can you do for Ghana so that Ghana will not left behind the fourth industrial revolution? Sabio agenda 2030 no. There NDC form painful mudien betumi ayama. You have nothing that you can do. You have no message, unnecessary noise. Jimmy ni papa Agwababe to meet na parliament. I can't Ghana for say on the parliament is superior than the constitution. Oh yare. Constitution to make catch that say you can do whatever you like in parliament, and the constitution cannot the constitution cannot tell you what is good to do. Hey, Agwababe, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? You know why all this? Because NDC MPP ni bia no obegina Ghana man in a position as a politician to act recklessly like these people. At least for when people to say we are in a position whereby we cannot do by-election, we are in a position whereby the parliament cannot be held at a stick because we have a lot of things to finish. The middle year budget, some mradi at Ghana electricity bill so parliament. Na agwababe ocho ese efrem mo we kura say mobo mi kura be from mobo omo ye honey no ocho se mobo ocho se bees omo dan na omo ye no ye koye mra e dey at electricity so ma mo na mo se Ghana ye dey na mo ho atomo a agwababe se onte ase ye nto parliament. Utieme ye koye mra ama one said one factory for no binu omo de omo niam abegu port omo atime yi omo niam de aba be set machines manya adwuma ye and this nya gwa aba so omo de omo nte ase they want to go and do salute na nye jimia in the hope of the democracy the yan can say the factory of democracy and then the parliament of Ghana no coach na wo march to say the oyeso journey. If you have knowledge, would you act stupidly like that, trying to think about military coup? Sister Kosia ni mo memo akwaba. Why? Jimina does. We have a country to build. We have plans for our future to execute them. We don't have time for stupidity, infantile what they call characters and that childish way of being MPs. Where muti the woman in a year juma ye. And a school na mukwe no mwenye nim de kese. Na yenkoti a opana Mr. Drukard obejina bonten say owo questions e de ma doctor Baumia. Hey, na papa we ono no ena make na busanfo mu ntie me ye. Me bana ye ne mo the questions ya John Mahama say ono de aba say doctor enyi yi ano no. Ye be bo ni video no. Na ye de ono ankasa John Mahama na numa sem ayi ne ho ano enti mo nhye video na amanfo metie bi na mo say John ebegina bonten kan kire Ghana for we have a short memory. He means it and he thinks that because in sembi awaka ni da bi so odwene say ye won kaye na ye wonyansa ya adwene mu nye harea enke na nsema waka ni da bi ntrenka o ma megina bonten kan kire ga emme bisa sa question ne say ye mra na ye meyi na no because no ankasa di kan ayi ne ho ano dada ene da be ya temudie John Mahama di atama ma ene kura no na Jim professor hwan ne hwan kura say one ne nkobiem atemudie enye the way to go once we go animase ha momfa nchemesi oba bafane si oye ne maame onim se na ne to ena na ohi no me kambo no onim se sa ne to na ohi no atemdi a wadi ama ene o vice presidential candidate kura say wabeka na abonte se ja atemudie na atemudie ntimi solve problem onnom nsane bi bobo wakwete hye no guso a wugina platform no nya tiemu yezu a enkwasi asem nko a chimikeka nko a aden what is wrong with the brain, the men, the people, the leaders in the NDC? What actually is in your brain? Dear Nehamo, Adentia moye so violent, na moye disrespectful, moye arrogant, na especially muni nyansa se mo be plane any initiative for the betterment of our land. Na dear mo hwe nyina ne basabasa ye. and then trotrasem and na media me revolutionary background. Why? Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia is talking about serious things. Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia is bringing out solutions to serious problems that we have in our society. The man is talking about kwan obefa so obema oman na nkasa na yesika sem na gina ne nan so. SKBT wi am akwa papa na kasafa kwan obefa so obetumi ama oman no mu abrabo na be very easy for each and every citizen, no matter which tribe you belong to, which religion you belong to, which political party you belong to, which sexual orientation you belong to. The man, what he thinks is about the development of the jurisdiction of Ghana. That is all. In the Papa Kasa, he talks about solutions to the problems. Problem. Obi be kanchiro say we are boy apampamudodo. Media wiano ebe transform amanaba be sources of power. Now like be a swatia mawa usi wudie no ukotie do kanchiro say me ba mema obi mema yogurt anopa. Awiana mama okosua baako. Eske mi ya me ho yepa. Obi bet that Papa Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia to me ebe catch that will say you are suffering but be out here kurana utim wo hono say waka wa ubewu because of say ye near duro a anti-snake bite enti me di drone eba say the beya say wo hye nkuko buom wo hye akokoto e wo Ghana man na waka wa ye betumi ayeden amount first aid now one toe what's that be mintie me pedie or say oba obeye health insurance one time premium oba is one to me anye or some be can't you be what's oba obeye transpa sorry you find me in a day which is very sad. So, man, yes, be a more insulting. Sometimes things get very angry when you understand. Say, a nipa be no person be you so madre and on my jaw moho ama man for the madre ediago. Dr. Baba can't share more Ghana for you. I say, Sabio Ghana mina yet me ya too good to a check. And so kwa ye Central Bank of Ghana ye ni bibia ye go do ye support ye currency. And no ema ye currency no na ho odre no da bia ti na etiko form. Ye beto gold no be with our local currency na dey back our own economy na ye nso ye sika na nya ho odre. Wo se wo mpe ono. Wo pe de oba be kan kire se obi adi sika. Wo kan kire se onkofa any evidence to prove se obi adi sika or say onibi. Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia is a solution, not to the 100% problem that we have, because in a human's life, problems you have, problems you solve, problems will come. So there will always be challenges in our society. But you can start from 1 and go to 2 and go to 3 and go to 4. And this is why you be or the willing to go to 1, go to 2, and then go to 4. That person is not somebody that can help you. But the obey to me a share one kitwam on it small things, you know. That person is the person that can make things change gradual by gradual. That is what I'm talking. And in tia Sister Esther Mwakwaba. This is the reason why I'm here and I'm talking, because I want Ghanaians to understand, say, and the campaign no. John Mahama ono ne campaign na oye no Ghana manmu ene nsem na okeka no Ghana manmu no ende no ene plana wiase nyina afa say up to 2030 e was say wiase nyina no nsem na John Mahama eka no it is out of bound. I don't know if you understand me. It is out of bound because 2030 the global world is supposed to reach a level and hear more about technology. And to say, if we don't join it today, we can never and ever join that train because a train, a druha, a tram, hope you can be whoever you are, it will never stop. And now, Sa Papa na your friend Mahama no, and yet the first time to be president, we have seen him as an experienced and a past president. Yeah, can you even a creative campaign message that was supposed to be that man because of the experience that he had first time in his presidency. But I'm saying, a bibi ne ko kan bibi. Eye lucky bi ene beto no. Eye ewo ene man no bedi president intino. He was not groomed to be a president. Ye ni president like said the Mahama nyano ebedi ye no. Muntie me ye pa abusianfo. You don't chop president. We don't chop president like that too. We chop president after you have been groomed. Let me give you an example. Just say yes, you. Ya chewo, ya shewo, ya duafa a drum, ya noa, ya ben once about be president. Mahama ne de wanya ne sewo. He got it at once by luck. Disadvantage of somebody's death became advantage for John Mahama. Because me, a comfort kromo ye nkura ase no. Before somebody can become a comfort, ye dene fan titiem. Ana me boa, for bi aso na me ke me boa. Ye kuro na ye tim ne conform wo ho no. Anso bi to be comfort no. Ye dene fan titiem anso tima ba be ye comfort. Now the president there, you have to be groomed well. Mahama was not groomed. He got a chance by luck because of ye kofa notna amanaba be ye vice candidate said be ye benya nothing vote or the be ye president. So the man don't know what it is about governance. Enuntia nsem keka ensem fo keka ye ne da ordinama all can the open. Na abusia me pese menchire mu bibi se you can never and never trust John Dramani Mahama. And second, if you want your country aufrim or my Ghana na aufru pese nye papa, don't ever and ever vote for John Mahama because he's a man who lacks vision, foresight to look beyond the box. He's a man who don't have solutions. He is a man who is full of arrogance, disrespect. He is a man who thinks say omano eye na japade ono ogene say said ye tie bia no e wo se Ghana for man na medimo so. So a medimo so everybody is an enemy to him. Until 2024 we are ye womi. Da eto so nso wo bosumi dumienum no. Ukodru ballot box na nima. Nya fe na wokokan o. The first box panyan no de si we na da ho no. The first one now drew now the so. Now asem ko. Because we need people We need a leadership. We need a leadership made up with balls, men, not gossipers. Nsema Mahama yani a gossiping campaign. It is not about me can't be me to me aye and the me person me ye mamo. And some na Dr. Kano eye nsem binuma eno mbom ne man kunahye. That is what makes possibilities to come. So when somebody is talking about it is possible, even a message to encourage the people to do more. No, somebody out there is telling you it is not possible. Why? Abusia. Doctor, the message no de nam no. Eye saa na abrofo no e de hye omo ho ase a ene omo aduru ba bi omo aduru no. Enye nkokobuo no omo ye. Enye ice cream no omo chiche ye. Enye pure water no omo chiche ma omo nkrofo. Omo the policies belong to identification, addressing system, what them call housing project, infrastructure, road and transportation, railway lines. That is what they did, and that is what the man called Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia wants to do for you. I'm going to answer John Mahama his 5 questions with his own video. Looking
forward. I am looking forward to a debate with John Mahama on the economy, on the country, on the governance. But I'm afraid that he's running away from a debate, isn't it? His people say he doesn't want to debate, but he doesn't want to debate because he knows I will expose the emptiness of his policies. He says he has a 24-hour economy that he cannot explain. It's as empty as an empty barrel. He cannot explain it. None of his people can explain it. They say they will be exporting lions and elephants. But when we meet mano a mano, we can debate and the country will see where our policies lie. And that is where we should go. We should give the country an opportunity to listen to us. But if he chooses not to debate, I will continue to sell my policies to the people of Ghana and you will take the decision.
Abushan 480 said the doctor, the door is open for the debate. At any time that John Mahama wishes to face Dr. Omra, because me mintia say the entire John Mahama every debate. You are in opposition. You have all the negativities that has happened under this government to accuse him of not being competent. But Enam said John Mahama and Kasanim said ni fear bound, he's hiding and he don't want to come and debate Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia. Abusia, him said, John Mahama, the questions be about Bonten said, Obisa doctor, say, I didn't hear exchange rate, ekosoro. I didn't hear doctor, and Nanado, Omokoji Sika, a free, the World Bank. Sans was handed to Animu say, yeah, I think so. Say, what is the other question? I'm saying he says, say, I didn't hear either our debt. I didn't hear ye cano a quote nanim. Sans no kai. One fancy wa. Was also catch the doctor said, doctor has run from the economy to digitalization, which he cannot understand. Osanso can somebody be a me ameti hey me manon can't Dr. Bawumia because he's the only vice president in the Republic of Ghana, in the whole Africa, as a vice president. Watch they say he can lead this country to a better place. Yen kodem konko tie John Mahama the questions no. Yeah, I will give him the answers with his own words. If you are near Shasia after phone calls, Yen kodem konko tie John Mahama.
Black sheep, have you any wool? Then to learn what they call nursery rhymes. And that one, you just have to learn it by heart. Even when you're sleeping, you should be able to repeat it. So if you remember, black sheep, have you any wool? Then we had Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Those nursery rhymes. I woke up this morning and I saw 50 questions to me. It looks like our vice president has just learned those things in the 50 questions the way we used to learn black sheep, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Because I asked you 5 simple questions on the economy. That's all. Simple questions that Ghanaians want you to answer. You go and respond with how many compost plants, did you build, how many this did you build. That is not what the issue is in Ghana today. Let me take you down memory lane. In 1992, there was an election in America. It was between Bill Clinton and George Bush Sr. At that time, the American economy was in recession, the way the Ghanaian economy is in crisis today. And people were talking about immigration, talking about all kinds of useless things. You know what the Clinton people said? It is about the economy. Today, I'm repeating those words. This election is about the economy. It's not about all those other useless things about who built how many compost plants. Answer the 5 simple questions. You don't need a debate to answer the 5 questions. When you ask Emisata 170 questions, you did not agree to go and debate for him to answer them. Ghanaians are asking you 5 simple questions. Just answer them. Akufo-Addo too, I've given him 2 questions. He should come and answer them. That's all Ghanaians are looking for. You have destroyed the economy. That is the truth. Even if you look at the 50 questions he asked me, he has skillfully avoided the economy. There's nothing about the economy in those 50 questions. And that's why I gave you the 5th question. Why are you running away from economy? Because you were brought in to fix the economy. The economy is in a terrible state. Just answer the 5 questions I have asked you on behalf of the people of Ghana. Simple.
Abusianfo inti John Mahama say all the questions abra yewura Dr. Alhaji Mahamadu Bawumia say adentia isika sem na say adentia yeka akosoro adentia ye exchange rate no so apaja ni mu akosoro. But I think say John Mahama sometimes forget himself. I don't think say he always forget himself because bra video way we are no bekasa
from the effects of the epidemic. This meant in many cases, like governments all over the world, it became necessary for African governments to take action to shield their populations from the effects of the epidemic. This meant in many cases an increase in deficits due to unbudgeted expenditures. This has devastated many African economies and sunk them deeper into unsustainable debt and economic downturn. The pandemic has had a generally deleterious effect on the economy of African nations, but some countries have ridden the wave more successfully than others based on the resilience of their economies.
Abusia, Ghana niya utiemio. When you are listening to somebody's speech, don't let's just listen to the speech and go away. I think say Asama, His Excellency, the former president of the land, There are some okay. Or say the coronavirus has devastated all Africans' economy. Enti san kwasi question na meka amusema menka. John Mahama si odiama Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia. Has he answered himself, or he still need doctor to come and answer him? Johnny, John, Mr. John, Papano, Ngukobu Nketenkete, aka Mema Musika Mama Yen Mpreko. Mpreko no nyine aye ba na maku na maton na manyesika de ahyem bottom. The man himself is telling Ghanaians say kanche wiase amansan nyina say coronavirus asay apro atete asay Africa man ahodo nyina ye economy no wasay no. Sai nipa no ene wasay abegina ho e ba be kan kire wo e ba be bisa wo say ye misa Dr. Bawumia adenti Ghana economy no asay. Sa man we ni bisa mo. Said ye agwamba benka ye no, does he listen to himself when he speaks? Nsem na okogina public a oka no ono a twere. Na say ye twere ma no mpo a, does he read it before he even come on public to read them? Unipa kuro ya usi corona say Africa economy nyina. Unipa kuro ya osambejina ho a say the vice president should come and tell you why the economy is in this situation. Abushamfo enipa na ye ne omo wo no, sometimes they act like they don't know what they are talking about. Enipa na ye ne no ewo no, I am say bibi ha papa we mentally he cannot remember what he says. And it's a video no main born 1 year. I want you to listen to the video again. Ti asamna John Dramani Mahama kano. Asamna o kano. Eye answers to the questions that he has put around, say, Dr. Emra na omeyano no. Na ya for debate. Also ma. But you are going around fooling yourself to fool Ghanaians just for your interest. And you name say a power, desperation for power, and our dear wuye. Yaman akwanya sebra debate na beka de wo pese won can come and ask questions. Say whatever you want to say. Wo say uma beto na mabonten e na wotutu gum because wotutu gum sa enipa no binu ma nyansa ni omutim. Nipa ni binu omondwene nkwa akiri. Wo think say de wo kan ye nokore. But the social media, the digital world does not forget. Entiene Mahama, you want on entio.
Like governments all over the world, it became necessary for African governments to take action to shield their populations from the effects of the epidemic. This meant in many cases an increase in deficits due to unbudgeted expenditures.
Abusiawate, John Dramani Mahama can't wiasia mansan nyina wo ha say, like other countries in the world, enam COVID na ba yenti no. Omo eka omo amamafo ehye ya mo omo kwan mo omo anya adwuma enti no ema eka bi beto oman eman no so a na enye oka bi a na oman no apnane se omo be den omo ebefam yento aso.
This has devastated many African economies and sunk them deeper into unsustainable debt and economic downturn.
Enti osi enam we nti no ama African countries na nyansunsanso bi a yensunsanso a asay African countries na omusika totoye. What? Am I correct? If Mahama knows to say COVID pandemic a source a devastated African economies. Ghana is part of the African countries. Now Osambe Jina Bonten ebe country said Dr. Mecheno DNT Ghana for yeka akona nima. Don't you think the man is drunk? Oh, you say papa no ojina ho no bibi haniti. Oh, you say papa na dwene say wo na wutie na wo fa na sem serious no bibi ha wa adwene. Oh, you say papa ni believe say wo ni mu nyansa. Abusia, listen to what Mahama said again here. Yentie.
Our public health care sector is already under strain, and the coming appropriately include limiting travel, cancelling public gatherings, social distancing measures, advice, and to the facts. Our public health care sector is already under strain, and the coming weeks and months are going to be challenging to ensure a supply of medical equipment such as ventilators for treatment of the vulnerable and most especially protective with a plan for the testing of the many thousands of people who will be turning to the healthcare system for help. I call on the government to publish a comprehensive plan on how it intends to deal with this emergency around the country. Furthermore, I give my word to the people of the measures and actions being taken by government while remaining vigilant in
Enti abusuye de Mahama na o kan ha nyina ne se e wo sa ban no enye de obetumi bia on spend whatever he can spend to protect the people. Enti wow, how say economy na say how so now you were encouraging the government to spend and protect the people, and then you turn around and you come and insult now all kinds of phone. Ghana for we had a problem. The person who wants to come and lead Ghana is somebody that you can never trust. Remember, some time ago, Nelson Mandela told we, the people, said, the honesty and the trust of a man can be measured on how the person talks. Or some can say, a leader is somebody who says something and remain the same. But I say, obi okoba bia oka de opese onka basing on nipa omote ho a omutie no wase say nipa no ye leader. And John Mahama has proved to us here say he don't have the quality of leadership that we need, because okwama no ne a osi COVID asay we say amansan esikasem, especially African countries. Oba Ghana memua no aba be kan kiro say a doctor ene nanado ena say Ghana economy enti omomra na omonye den omomra meyi omoho ano. Now what is Mahama can say the situation of Ghana today is about economy stupid. Munti asema J Nana Opoku Ajimai edi abeto abonten about the atrocity of John Mahama. Mahama so one Mahama nye campaign bi muntie.
Ye. Amen su ameka ho. Enim na ye ko na nya attend o. Sa attend yes some man a anka Ghana he any problem. Ana ye di atem no di ye di emfa ya nkosi hwe. Ansa sa hwe. Ama potholes no ama akwane anye ne ye. Amen su ameka ho. ama schools ameka ho, ama airport papa bi ameka ho, ama habo ama ameka ho, ama manfo asoma anjwom. Na ye ya ne se ya kire mofra no kasa enye fe na amfata yen. Enti no de enda ye yes nche obi a odi atam na chese wonnya serious. Won pa de papa ye. Enti wo no wo de atena nchen.
Sawante Jaina Opoku Ajimai. SK, I wish you well for your show. Jaina Opoku Ajimai. Abeka ni pefe. Or say, campaign na ye no. Enye you are stupid. Enya temudie. Tell the people what you can do. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama dia tema maene the ahoy. Jaina Opoku Ajimai every representative or more in the leadership of the NDC no. And the Ninsa Beto Abonten se Mahama Jatemudie na atem na wudi no. Echinepe face are not somebody that the country can trust. Now
In America.
asem when Mahama kan ya ema Jaina Opoku Ajimai so ebetu nefo e public se wonya ya atemudie muntie.
There was an election in America. It was between Bill Clinton and George Bush Sr. At that time, the American economy was in recession, the way the Ghanaian economy is in crisis today. And people were talking about immigration, talking about all kinds of useless things. You know what the Clinton people said? It is about the economy. Today, I'm repeating those words. This election is about the economy.
And a vice presidential candidate is so say.
Ya kwa na nya attend you. Certain years some maya. Hanka Ghana any problem. Ana ye di atem no di ye di emfa ya nkosihwe. Answer sashe. Ama potholes no, ama kwani anye ni ye. Ama nsu ameka ho, ama schools ameka ho, ama airport papa bi ameka ho, ama habo ama ameka ho, ama manfo asoma anjwom. Na ye ya ne se ya kire mofra no kasa enye fe na amfata yen. Enti no de enda ye yes nche obi a odi atam na chese wonnya serious.
Yes, Mamena can ye. John Mahama is not a serious politician. A flag bearer, the presidential candidate for a political party like this, utimi jina pontin edi atema, na say when you're serious in your life. That is all for you. Now, Doctor, ewa sembi kanchre John Mahama. You video ya ni ashase ni afa phone calls.
People don't quite get what we are doing.
Yes.
Say, oh, Vice President is launching an app. You know, it's sort of like an app. What has that got to do with the economy? Then you look at a company like Uber, which is an app for ride hailing, right? What is the value of Uber? I checked yesterday the most recent value for Uber, this app. That is $163 billion. $163 billion US dollars. That's the value of Uber. What is Ghana's total GDP, the total value of our economy? Ghana. What is Ghana? $75 billion. The total value of Ghana's economy. 75 billion US dollars. Uber, one company, has a value of $163 billion. Twice the whole of Ghana's economy. From one app, they've built a value of $163 billion. And you still don't, in this fourth industrial revolution, you must understand the link between digitalization and the economy. One app is generating a value of 163 billion. You ask about Microsoft, which just builds apps. Microsoft, the value of Microsoft as of yesterday was $3 trillion. One company. $3 trillion. That is 40 times the value of Ghana's economy. One company building apps, because you are in the 4th industrial revolution. If you don't join it, you're going to be left behind. This is where the world is going. Apple is worth $3.5 trillion, 46 times Ghana's total economy. One company. Because they are building apps that we are all using. Even Airbnb is worth 85 billion US dollars, more than Ghana's economy. From one app, just one app that they are making the money. So as you enter the 4th industrial revolution, you are either going to be the developers of these apps or the users of these apps. And we have to make that choice. If you want to empower your local economy and be a full participant in the 4th industrial revolution, you have to be developing many of these apps. So today, I'm very proud to be able to have played a part in getting us to this point, but this is the thinking behind Ghana card, behind mobile money interoperability, digital address, and all of that, Ghana.gov, and all of that we are doing, health and so on, that we are going to have to make sure Ghana is not left behind in this digital revolution that we are seeing. And we need to see more local empowerment in this space.
Abusia said the mutie no doctor say we are some say na ekro. So either you decide to be the man behind the apps to make money, or you become a consumer. Because when asemna papa ne kano, sometimes we try not to listen to him very carefully. When we say omosha ase on the 3rd revolution, omoye cars, omode engine cylinders, produce machines na ase for Africa for yamfa ye ho anhwem no. Oko Africa, we are using Mercedes, Fiat, Citroen, what them call Ford. Ye di adwuma bra abrofo no. Ye sore ye se adwuma ni ye man mu. Car na ye toto fra brochira ye kotwi ne wo ye man no mu no. Eye adwuma na ye de ma abrofo, because car no omo ye omo de ba ye man mu na ya to. Omo ye sa adwuma ne ye tue omo ka bosome. Enti said the 3rd revolution ye ntumi anka ho bi. Na de ne hia ne wiase nyina still ye gusu a omo di fra brochire ne bra ye no. Sa 4th industrial revolution we no aye digital no. E wo say yesu ye nka ho bi. Na ya nka say ntumi nkreti ye digital industrial hub no. E wo ye man num. Na niema na ye be use wo ye man num a ye digital ye de be ye niema wo man num no. Ya nka say ye tumi akreti. Na mama ye te say de ne ye kra car, ye kra pumping water pumping machine, ye kra machines ye di twa grass, ye kra bibia fra manone. Adentia at the 3rd revolution no, we were left behind because we did not started thinking of how we can compete with the world. So the question is, Ghana for Moheme, do you want to keep on being consumers of services, or you want to be providers of services to the people? The question is to you. I drink we adria. What in Chambeke emre? I just want to be sure one. The one will say yes. Etikesia and a boadre, a man here easy. The question is very simple. Do you want to be a consumer? O person ye consumer who consume niema abrofo no creating a broche de brem wo down ho, and I say you want to be a provider of such niema to your people in your country. Answer yourself. And after answering this, you understand, say, doctor knows what he means. One fan check see my SKB TV ewo YouTube. Another powerful platform or boy juma year. Wait till I hear a chia kwai na why day. Why join no. Sasun I made check see my phobia member TV. Phobia ewo YouTube. Esanso ewo Facebook. Mede check see my sister of course. Onyame che. Another young can say fixed supporter of this page. Chance pa and your first time among her. Mechiao Edawase no bre, but more than also be subscribe to the channel. So be abelieve a bano, Ubesanya ba. Sans na your sister ba coupe Esther K. Barima or Frepe na babia cool. Sister Mechiao, what is saying? Sister Akosua Nimo wonso Mechiao. Phobia member near Winya Mechiao, what is saying? Lawrence Hanson. Mechiao nso Samuel Badu Amponsa Mechiao Ellen Tete Mechiao Benjamin Mechiao Emmanuel Owusu wonso no Mechiao abusiamfo mede Jumano aba na wieye phone lines no ye bie atum utumi frɛ na wachire wadwen.
I am looking forward to a debate with John Mahama on the economy, on the country, on the governance. But I'm afraid that he's running away from a debate. Isn't it? His people say he doesn't want to debate. But he doesn't want to debate because he knows I will expose the emptiness of his policies. He says he has a 24-hour economy that he cannot explain. It's as empty as an empty barrel. He cannot explain it. None of his people can explain it. They say they will be exporting lions and elephants. But when we meet mano a mano, we can debate and the country will see where our policies lie. And that is where we should go. We should give the country an opportunity to listen to us. But if he chooses not to debate, I will continue to sell my policies to the people of Ghana and you will take the decision.
Abusiamfo phone lines no ye bie atum utumi frɛ na wachire wadwen. We wait for another 5 minutes. And yeah, if somebody is willing to call, you can call. If not, we end the show in another 5 minutes. But meanwhile, Momenti doctor.
To share some data with you, to put this in perspective, because sometimes people don't quite get what we are doing. Say, oh, Vice President is launching an app. It's sort of like an app. What has that got to do with the economy? Then you look at a company like Uber, which is an app for ride hailing, right? What is the value of Uber? I checked yesterday the most recent value for Uber, this app. That is $163 billion. $163 billion US. That's the value of Uber.
Okay.
What is Ghana?
Get them. I'm a more sister.
You may do so. Say what was said Ghana?
Yeah.
Share. It was set your penny for now or moody. Metia Busha for motion and or more mutia or Tiffany Benjina.
Abusiam for Joshua.
I was saying you did your 9 form.
Yeah.
Mr. Mafo.
Mame.
It become in becoming.
Yeah.
When anything in such ever quack to about my leader, all basso overdue, so not all the tea at them. A leader or sick to a bamano. All who will fear for enemy. Does it make sense?
Absolutely.
Does it ring a bell?
Yes, of negativity.
Now, Nippon on any challenge, That person have throw challenge to you. Say, Blana Munya debate.
Yeah.
Mr. Mahama, wo president na ubedi ye niye huyo. Akukwa kurabe to me as president na ubedi ye. Akukwa sebita frache. Wanya akukwa disease. Onu kurabe to me busa ama muofona ubepu wagana no. We've seen it all. Ye huye. Again, ye different. Wamamuo. Sabita facha kukwa nu ocha kurano. Manusu simulaso. None who faswasene wamamu abepuye. And at the same time, refer your mind back. Who wamamu na pandemic be a new reality, Mr. Mahama? Na ya dear be a new reality. Na Russia-Ukraine war. Hello?
Hi.
And someone listening to me?
Yes,
Mr. Mahama. And this is what Mumrebe theater. Mumresono, not pandemic be any ho. It takes only stupid person and not propaganda person. Some you will refer to parts and say stupid no. I will refer you back again. Say it will take only stupid person. And the book MPP amamu enusia.
Yeah.
MPP ayadie not even Nkrumah. That you person clear NDC for not even Nkrumah. Dear Papa way MPP party ayano. Mutu mi nyamu emu kwa kati e chemu 100 only 5% share crowd. Because mutete ye palm, mutete ye. Nanka as a leader, waba former leader, mutumi be jina wanting to shade. Edima will open it, no. Not dreamer but big. Okuta the bigger wisdom. Wisdom no way. Wisdom ne yanko konketenkete. Who could that? You only dream of a small chicken.
Yes.
And Kukwana would drink. Who die, Mr. Mahama? You think of alcohol. When Nimuna would take Katano. I used to book fruit. When Nimuno. It show liver and kidney failure. It's all puffy. Let's share allergy. The Nimu look fresh every morning. Share campaign and what dear would Jinamo what dear campaign.
Yeah.
Nesu so onyame ebon ho ban o medi watam do nim sane bra panyin no
Yes.
o meka fo nkyira wo da wo de obu anu na wo tu she na na akufo ado won kya wo pan wo site ne na akufo ado former president wo site no wo site ne excellency na akufo ado na wo site no ye hwem kro kya more than 20 something years or 19 years or kya wo buti free man. Next who could now to shape. On the edge, or the book and mine. Ama a crabia, not only beer, a crabia, never meaning a wolf for word jano. I benefited from MPP a bank. From your papa, Kufuoso to Nane Kufuado, any allied Dr. Mahmoud Baumiazo. Yes, Sabe Biamusua or Sabe Tuaso. Mr. Mahama, ye pesi ye catcher will say, that cheap propaganda campaign now we no. And yet no any bema Ghana for ato where you know. Yen Tony neck and Tony china. Because and then Ghana for the near the yes, na media my advice I'm the bema me and no Ghana for say. Young fan toma and boy yem and toma. Yen fan boy yem. Na yen fan chanya de pa we complain too much.
Yeah.
Ye pe complain dodo. Na so Mahama no what is one na pandemic bi ansi so.
Dabi.
Na sika no wo ho omuko bobusia na Mr. Mafu no ma be charge. Ghana business is all in free krom ho. Mo akasa mo boja kra na mo yam cost mo niema na mo yemu na mo tubuye.
Yes.
Ghana have been forgotten so soon. Eti mo refi mu famu. Mura fi atitia NDC di mu famu. Mura fi ensamfo mo ka kire mo. Oh Ghana, please, ye pamuchau. Ye pamuchau. Ye pamuchau. Mumma money na ho. Na papa way. Me can be ata sa mumma ni chance. Obe destroy Mother Ghana. Obe destroy Mother Ghana. Wasadi kuwa bano wasaku muzo ataka. Papa no, oni adwuma Ghana ni bia o. Eti sa wo wote ho na wo free say Mahama eba amaga dokuna wo na asiete ye 20 cities to 2 cities to say no. Adani akọ flap dia na 50% dia. I'm telling you honestly speaking. Emba Mahama banso so $1 no emba from. Wonu obesa economy obaye enniema bi o hobi obesa no. Wonu anya no edi kase baumia free digital no kwai. Na nim say ye ko AI. Wonu say na digital na wo so. Was oba no wasili ekwan ama mo kro no tantana mo boye tama mo tiso no. Wo bo kro no a wonu wo party no. Mo bo kro no a ma won ankasa wo late president no investigate you. Aren't you ashamed of yourself, Mahama? Kaya papa nkama be wu papa. Kama ni be wu kama kwa ka will bang down my head in shame. But wo ya me papa de en kama de papa buo ni be ma. But wo character ne wo attitude no de kama in fact ebuo ma wo. Because what disrespected Ghana for nyina. And you are expecting them to vote for you. Eh? Wonne why you akwano yesu wo to pan bad bi wo so de no. Munyina ma respect Ghana for. The Ghana force to look so low. No mo do ko promote kwa to aba ma wodia na etoji wala. Samafo. Anu wasi to awo nkomo so. Bye bye.
Me da si bebre ma me. Bye. Your sister Esther na etin nka na busianfo phone lines no ya bie edam osu tumi frɛ na wa yedan wa kyerɛ wa adwen. But meanwhile, on the more serious note, I want you to listen to this video and understand, say, Papa, we. She can see you didn't cheer. One year, dear Bayer, and your friend. Nanso no. Yeah, intelligently, we will say our mind to this man. Momenti asemo kai.
This election is about the economy, stupid. So put a paragraph on Airbus to equalize the discussion. I mean, what stupidity is this? You have all those people walking around writing stupid things on social media. It does not affect what happened in the past. And what he says is a bit silly.
So be out there, I'm not just a winner serious. One part the papaya. It's one over there tonight. 10 years is some Maya. I'm gonna have any problem. And
Yeah. Stakos.
Vice President is launching an app. You know, it's sort of like an app. What has that got to do with the economy? Then you look at a company like Uber, which is an app for ride hailing, right? What is the value of Uber? I checked yesterday the most recent value for Uber, this app. That is $163 billion. 163 billion US dollars. That's the value.
Ne emu mpanyinfo a yɛde ɔman no mu mmara hyɛ wɔn nsa ebu or minus so. No more say, and I'm some position to MDBNT no. Omudio, Omobro Mrasua, Sana Ebano. This speaker in the parliament, no, they're supposed to sack them out, jail them out. What did I say? Because he wants to prove to the nation, say, he's above the law. But he's not. So yeah, it does send your oil, say you Cropia Sua. I can't to me, speaker.
Yeah.
And someone also Hano. I need so true by law is the citizens who need to elect the parliamentarians and put the majority to represent them in the parliament.
Yeah.
But it's not the speaker duty to choose who's supposed to be majority and minority in the parliament. Where is the law that governs the state? It's not approve of it. And you maybe will have more. You find a class and yashi. I'm saying NDC for no. Almost take it too much privileges in the nation, too much. One more in some fool, too much. And the panel be blow on, and you say we are not talking about partisan. And someone no party a war. So who's your mamba papa? Now would you know man? Now would you know man in punch over? Would your money bedding kind? Yes, I speak a year. A good gun and you want it. And a bit in Swaba said. A bit to me didn't talk crazy or many. A TJ also with me as I do. Oh, yeah, also, also defending himself in the court and all sorts of things. Who has his guilty of it? I was saying, Mr. Ha, you be free soon 10. So, who you be over channel and son way. You're under bribery and corruption. They use their position to abuse the system, which it shouldn't be. Secondly, borrowing. The Pamon Chomi person will do one question. Our ex-president, for the time being, or talking about borrow. So you borrow the car. The MP before they borrow the whole world money. I want to speak to you sometimes, you see. So they won't bet you busy and won't see now. They borrow the money, almost busy. They use all the young people, mama or mine. And I know what the citizen, that is so we talk about economy. Now, and you will be our this car. No, my young chin, one more, then you can clear, you know. And this is for the money we say. Yet, for more margin, I did be at the board man in possible, any money you give you, or more pay. One more better answer was, secondly, at the proper being what me at the board man. But to be so that the what a page out mine, no, my big work, one my best. One body to one with the Sicani to one with you. Say, no, one more prayer, one more prepare somebody, GG, and you show one more send one benya quan bet to another view of money more, one to Kurono, one more person back at the room, one to the Akana Catasso. And to Ghana for some of my money, that way, I was a battle I move to you. A battle where I'm not 18 a moment, and no one that. And to miss Ghana for moon penny for any moon. Some of no will be first 1 penny. And then my battle will be alpha and Mohammed and more yes. As a young girl, as a young boy, who could I won't read for our woman. And a monos who took credit with the other Sunday. The other thing out of one where the other year. Not a 1 year yet or leader or no bar. One more cassette economy. He doesn't talk about economy. What is the meaning of economy? Economy is determined about development.
Yes.
About infrastructures.
Yes.
About how people have freedom in the economy. That's what we talk about this. Now we should forget about talking about economy. We should forget about infrastructure. Forget about everything. Now what is the meaning of economy? Economy is about development.
Yes.
And it's a papa way, a Ghana who slope of papa ways have it up in a should dear. And a gun of what's the moon. Say, no, you have to anymore, you have to you more. The era we are in is so different. And the near Americans will react, so more Africa, sometimes war on country. And near Americans will react a child of Wessia. So, a gun of winning the Apostle. And Kawamu in our Kasson for President Mahama Sabbath and Abudaso. talk about me as of what talk on me from the Dutch school. And so big budget every year free HSS, he's criticizing it. It is any person here, the Almighty Mission, the Passansa. Yes, so, any a Banissansua, one more son, one more room. More Timmy Mufona Mugre. Mamma, what you know, who is to go? Papa Fish was sacrificing you, my young woman. I go on here, Sammy, but to sacrifice his own life, you know, why am I this what you know, what's it called, or bois or mine? And she nearly probably brave it. So, all more persons get the papa also, or more Lisica, Manistica, or what did the Sianaba, or the Bayer idea the bois or money to you into one pay. One more or better also bring up quieting. And this can bribe their corruption. The beatitudes come more movie. Only baby almost saw Copesican or Chelsea come more, but in Aswa. I was for better maker. Mother can't for your comfort. And come Copesican over. And she must gun of one and Melbourne moon, Alani moon paying for. Mamma must come away and Tom Madache and Tom and no Nana Modache. Maybe I don't be a massama mechanic say. So if you vote for a good leader, it's for generation to generation. Yeah. And I will vote for corrupt and incompetent leaders. So it's for generation to generation. Dear, a binim that do ya, and then they do so I wait to you. Yeah. Near President Kufuor, Nana, Dominion, Penny for Swabedrian. That's in your ma, and they are not nominated. It is saying to me, and yet the papa be to my money and none of one. That should be no, you bet your money and none of them. Or Brian very credit because they say no, if you yes, I achieve you. So, as an honor, obey a so called dog or quasi, say digitalization, what you need to read insecticide, it can't be there. And the other first number to be there, be a cocoa, because it's a timidity, the hand. Be Sana and then will be there, so it's and to the moon, very careful, next kind of work. When you're very careful, by your move to me. No more trouble, Papa, Dr. Baumia, say, now the name of the other book. Obey to me, I want to me from the brilliant when you come over to me, etching your tenacity. Now, you're too quaint, who say your crew, and I am paying for a deep candle. Roll is better now, and really performing at the same. And this party, this is the worst ever party in Ghana history. Through history, legacy, they have nothing to show, nothing to prove. The man has narrow-minded, he has no vision. What do you say? Now, we decide here we're questioning if I say inside. I don't know what's in your woman. It's your best, a moon penny for Mamma will be funny that. And I said, me pass, sorry. Secondly, no, me pass, sorry, and you may pasta. And the family school fees. And I am a pastor, and I am a feeding me. And I am a pastor, and it will share. Say, my pastor, the general catcher said to Abama will not be free, says, any panel better up on so 18 young will be a man. Any pastor to Abama say, absolutely. So, why was it in a moon? Why is not a Waba? And some for tenants say, it be a pastor, she say. One more pastor want to cut a few more corn family. You obey the only amount. It is only the general the catcher said, where you what to say, where you claim money, where if you love your nation, you don't care about party, you don't care about where somebody comes from, you don't care about color, whatever it is. What you think of is the nation, how we can solve the problem, how we can develop the nation. And whoever is capable to do the job, then we hand the nation into the person's hands. Yes. We don't just say, oh, this person here. Or free me cook. This is why I like democracy here. Or be the same family and Papa Kumame Baku. One could party, no. Then me and ya, dear Nanya, or back at you, who was free party. And so Yanya be before here. Oh, where do free me cook? What is it? Make us say somebody is qualified, or your bush and Nina is qualified to do the job, and he can do the job, and you shouldn't give him the job. No. I'm not talking about people praise him, say, yeah. Obi or Timmy, you might obey me about money to own him yet. I yakitina was what Timmy brought or money to. And I'm saying, a president, me a bisu, ekuta sending the enemy to me that employed. No. So far as he's qualified for the job and he can do the job with that embezzlement of the nation's funds, I don't see the problem about it. And say I can't be say ya. Mama yan fancy a hopeful. Me and two about money, papa, or betting near boor man, the acquire. Nanyan will be on more best to get dear project and a capacity. Or your quality. Lay your choir and I say about. Let it be our harmony at it. There be a dear money and animal, Breno, at tea and no one. Nanting Cababuna near school, no will be or the park of First or Livia, I prefer ye dear to come here for Kuna to Channing and Tesabua. Star and Cofuya, and this is where you are to win. One would almost know the number for the young woman on for money. I'm a month per money, ye, no matter man and Cosu. And it is a woo as a citizen, one of what you now perform. The beyond usable for their own benefit.
Yeah.
Say, no, papa. But I walk pretty so first for better enough for me and she in agency customs. So, because they say, well, who say, must say, young mineral, say, for heaven. But apart from both sides, who not the true, who not near man, now than the sound about before the tired. As how send me a president before, and then they say, the bar, you go for now, or that very real, your best say, and real activity, say, academic people. That being the papa with us, I did the young Morgan here. And it is a man yet careful. No man seeing, no man from for that, no money that, and Nick kind. Now, pennies to freeze up, and this is who we go. Now, come once and for 2 men this year. Ghana from Judge Joe, of the airports will be as for naming. And then I was talking about something about economy. Now, he's talking about economy, we are not even in the ordinary errors, no. Now we are moving forward.
Yeah.
What you are saying?
Yeah.
And now we are quiet. Now, say a chibi. And a near male tire who was your we are saying air possible. But the same to consequences, you know. If you want to hear your best crop of figure, because for moment you don't see heaven. Talk your friend is a two, and in Yama the Quaco. Woman, you call more show woman. When you pan a door for one tin in the bed, I have it in me who be that since I'm a 2 point. We will be that set winter time. You see, you picture a marijuana copra, sicken. One more better winter, one more better heating in your martin, you come. A Juma will say, so we call shop one. I give you one, I will tell you there's a £1, and then I'm £3. It be $50 any other. Anka Mano. That is not the price. And to hire 10-year muscle. What problems I deal with? And can you £1? Who could be me at so be a 50p. And I say $50. But and then who become a dear now who turn £1. You can be at 3 pounds. Just a wood in a honor, I want to know and TSC. So you can't actually put here. And I made that be a question. I mind this is one says you cannot look too slow, man. And Quebec have 4 to 5 generations. A bet in your develop the nation. Among Paladimum Penny, we have the man in your Juma. It is says it can say this is what almost a camera. Almost a hash for almost a camera near some more man. Say you will have been your Juma, one for better woman. Woman General Cassa, so that Papa no Cassayam in TSC. The walk as a mere try, maybe. You know, sometimes I can reason far more than the way they only insult. Useless questions. Who knew first one? Everyone on money. We are talking about development, and you're talking about economy without any development. How can it be? What for economy without any development before?
It cannot happen.
That is my question to him. If he is saying, we're talking about economy, not about who developed that. Now, what is development? Development is about the economy.
Yeah.
So, what was that question for?
Yeah.
Papa, we know. And was he a teeny cannot separate so if you don't mean because I'm of who we are for, or we are both. One papa, and the pocket be a bad woman in Punto, Martin, and your back who you need a method. Bakunami. What would the idea be? A big beer, a bear, a man in Fosso dear, a dog woman in Punto, a better man upon an Indian. I do Mutirano, just for Mubogu. Just for Mubogu. No, my cabbage now the catch as a man in wire. Me, I always say, so make prefer say other parties, a bit criticizing NPP party.
Yeah.
But not
NDC.
Not NDC.
Bogus people.
We say, Mr. Palu, no. I like him on only a piano for me. I make a woman for the way Omuti stand up and face NDC. These two people, no. Now, even NPP for no problem, you saw more very include to Juma, as a young Puntu. Woman to me, fire NDC is what you said, send it by me. And to my many woo and I am a yak. My many free mono, I am a yak, because my minister standing for something for the nation. One only the second will come on how one will tackle. We should put our nation first.
Yeah, always.
We should make sure, say, our nation have a good position, good leadership. That is what we talk about, good leadership. I always say, if you vote for a good leader, it's for generation to generation. And if you vote for corrupt and incompetent leader, it's for generation to generation. So, obi better now, only India, only Amebu, governance, only Moshe, no better than security. Say, in your memory, say, be a will be a was it be a bit media, every day, because only see Cantino. So, in a was what you need to do, you. Obeti me atwa kunyana abra wo no ani pote se akonya mi kodi minim oni die me ntimi mmoa oman no enso still opese odi akonya and so no enye military regime. This is why the citizens to exercise their franchise. You have right to vote for whom you want to vote for, who to be your leader and who shouldn't be your leader. So this is the time, Mr. Oman Ghana of war. Any more penny for name Palase, more sorry, Nama Mine, no more Twabapa, Dr. Bahumiasa or Bab to Aswama or Manatinia Prima Colony, Amamo Soma and no man of Nana at Tom. It is a bien of the Mopasa, Mumma used to Wabasa sanity fee, and now some bad bread ethical, not as a parent, a wawu apala, a Bianico also with the map, Lenny, Unya Biman, Sana Mopeno. And so, and this is when you zoom with consider it. And all these sources from NDC, because they are the longest ruling party, PNDC, up to NDC era, they are the worst and corrupted party ever in Ghana history. Now, some of who because in our nations, the beyond and yashis, a man and you may be or I can say, I will say these leaders, any majority of the members, they are in jail. They are in jail. A man in wire, a man in wire, dear. Who come on about man and every wire. It is a calm society. Uncle family and family. That's all be. I didn't want to ho. No one will go Bobbesia, who was who would. Now say Cananado, and any ministers in Cobobbesia Bay. I can sell HSS, almost any ambulances, factories, airports, roads. Hey, if I should say something, I can hear them.
Yeah.
What I say? And almost so many ministers, no better near the district, and sending anything for this. Almost this is almost a number. Almost better near to what this cannot. No more so any number, dear number to media. But they think about you, the citizens first. They put you first and establish something, a very legacy from generation to generation. Then it's a Muslim person for free. I'm on the back of a long to tough way NDC. So I must have made Lutu a man and a boy money to dear. May a gun of wood and a baby I know. Baby I know. We may have Gucci. First I go to you, maybe we're on credit for me, never make up with you. And yes, sir, baby I do. And you can identify, say, the other person. I have crown for now. The richest country, America, anyhow, no crown only that need to loot to the nation. Oh, dear, a basic company, a do back to. Some of the idea from someone years ago, millions of over their fighting anyway, about taxes and other things. And so, the idea, no. I have a more battle. I want country or somebody to now do poverty. They do that too. And you know who you be there. The law rules the nation. The law governs the nation. And so you know what to do and what you shouldn't do. But Africans, they take them to their own and they don't care. Almost sad, they are not so papa chew almost say, I form two. Who will win this?
Yeah.
A honor will win a new packet here. Yes, referee. And man said, a baby, Yakomo bribe unnecessary demonstration, unnecessary causing of damage in the
society.
Because yes, I near my women, Nana, young one free. Yet 2 here, Jarum, yan 2 almost 1 moment number, no more dimmer to something, and not into 1 possible, yet and Yama 4 men. And if you are no master and a bed and no man, or master bed and no money to in nation with that law. Or without a good governance, it's waste.
Yeah.
And something for and simple. Where the law needs to be acted, they need to do it. They shouldn't care about who they are.
Yeah.
So let's speak a lot more to our office. So or no to senior pay. Just a who not to is about them. That is what the man want to prove.
Yeah. Yeah. He wants to.
That's what about the law. But who member of parliament, speaker of parliament, Mr. Woye about the law. President shouldn't come and prove himself that I'm about the law. That we will prove this way about the law. But it shouldn't happen.
Mr. Coast, and this is for the dear chair, very so proud. And young fancy now. Or
because if we are not be what you are almost so casa.
Yeah.
And to make my last at summer, I may catch it down upon some slow. A free Polaris will be this cabra will end this, especially this for 1 more years and some for the election time. No autumn t-shirt, no the no the influence support for a man. Won't tell Badachi, won't tell none of that, won't tell none of that. Every aji pennies into so papa and ma in the papa for betting your boy mana. No be boy money ya now buy a duma. If you want to mean talk a more bag, want to mean to t-shirt. Sika men or power in your it's mess Ghana for say. Momo Diana Afi, a bema and allow 1 more fuck fire, any person of fuck to find. I you want to someone not any. I have a very recently a nipa ship my pure moon in a busu because I'm more fast and you in so and I bomb me. Pure moon in a busu. Now when we be baby and then make the year then. And a crew or 2 on your baby papa young to style. Then that's corrupt NDC for or buy no mutiny year, the also moya and company in Jumai. And to mess them penny for any moon alarming you last year. Not for Bama NPP. No more the song could you say the same number. Only be developed, Mamma. What may this can? Sunny and this for bed, every assortment for more. Now, I say, $20, and also this year, Busama, a minor. Was he $100? No, $10, no, would be. Not the account, essence. It is only a panel. It's your best seller woman, almost for Bama NPP. And we cry me to one of my juniors as a Muslim to Abama people. I didn't know how to Abama this. And this is that's the last solution for what I'm going for. What's thinking about?
Yeah.
Now, to buy you, more than one from one. Papa, you was sacrificing the life. The beer that you feel doing you, my Wajama, and it's just a near my Wayama Ghana. And can you say, Papa, I use it? And can best to your duty. And I was somebody shut up an enemy, and when you put Papa or your mamma. Sanya moya de motinya de. I am afraid. Now some of that this is what 1 2x4 now the year abeda no can't cross here. Mama said, and we are saying one of them that 2 more could be a shaman near us and on them because they say no. When you're good leader or Benjamin or minor, that channel, no but get a change here. The among is a said that the Akos will be a shepherd name now. Say a big Sabbath was to be man. That's a really good leader, a back here, do Benjamin Mamma. And you cry when to do so when to me so. Babes of the COVID and Sanaka said, Babes of who won in my hair also. I bet JBC and the Abuwa. And to my no see, let's say a woman, almost to Abama, NPP government. Then you my power, dear book, until incomplete, say a dubwa and Babuni no one.
Madam Sister Coast. But that's no contribution. Ebeti honka. Bye bye.
Okay.
Bye.
But
Sister Coach and I yet and can abusian for Breno Aso, yet the mubesi ha, Ochina. Yantumi ama Ochina Kurana, said ye Tibiano on Saturday afternoon. Yanamo Beshi Awa, Macramo, meeting any Mr. Mafo. Me chat your phone, Sister Coach, Esther K. Barima, SKB TV Phobia member, Sansona, yeah.
This election.
Sansona Mechia, Yemia Phobia member, Sister Kosua Nimo. Michacha Munina, ene Mobre, ene Adajia Munya ya, Sabio, Mode Ebe supporto me. Menti a video way, Mahama lose stock. Miwia, na me the video no, abana we.
This election is about the economy, stupid. So put a paragraph on Airbus to equalize the discussion. I mean, what stupidity is this? We have all those people walking around writing stupid things on social media. It does not affect what happened in the past. And what he says is a bit silly.
So be out there, I'm not just a winner serious. One part the papaya. It's one over there tonight. 10 years is some Maya. I'm gonna have any problem. And
I want to share some data with you to put this in perspective, because sometimes people don't quite get what we are doing. Say, oh, Vice President is launching an app. It's sort of like an app. What has that got to do with the economy? Then you look at a company like Uber, which is an app for ride hailing, right? What is the value of Uber? I checked yesterday the most recent value for Uber, this app. That is $163 billion. $163 billion US. That's the value of Uber. What is Ghana's total GDP, the total value of our economy? Ghana. What is Ghana? $75 billion. The total value of Ghana's economy, $75 billion US. Uber, one company, has a value of $163 billion. Twice the whole of Ghana's economy. From one app, they've built a value of $163 billion. And you still don't, in this fourth industrial revolution, you must understand the link between digitalization and the economy. One app is generating a value of 163 billion. You ask about Microsoft, which just builds apps. Microsoft, the value of Microsoft as of yesterday was $3 trillion. One company. $3 trillion. That is 40 times the value of Ghana's economy. One company building apps. Because you are in the fourth industrial revolution. If you don't join it, you're going to be left behind. This is where the world is going. Apple is worth $3.5 trillion, 46 times Ghana's total economy. One company. Because they are building apps that we are all using. Even Airbnb is worth $85 billion US. More than Ghana's economy. From one app. Just one app that they are making the money. So as you enter the fourth industrial revolution, you are either going to be the developers of these apps or the users of these apps. And we have to make that choice. If you want to empower your local economy and be a full participant in the fourth industrial revolution, you have to be developing many of these apps. So today, I'm very proud to be able to have played a part in getting us to this point. But this is the thinking behind Ghana card behind mobile money interoperability, digital address, and all of that, Ghana.gov, and all of that we are doing, health and so on, that we are going to have to make sure Ghana is not left behind in this digital revolution that we are seeing. And we need to see more local empowerment in this space.